Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain about the what is that building Aneka clouds as well as the infrastructure, then organizations and logical organizations. So this is what the like three topics, okay, which I supposed to complete in this video. So these are the contents, okay. Then I'll move on to the building Aneka clouds. See, the building Aneka clouds, okay, which is nothing but Aneka, it is one of the name of the server, okay, or it is the like name of the cloud. See, like how we are going to like build the servers, or how we are going to construct these servers by using the different applications. So this is what the building Aneka clouds here, what is that? Initially, okay, the like Aneka, okay, we are going to use for the developing as well as the what is that distributed applications in the clouds. Okay, this is the main, okay, mainly we are going to use for the Aneka. I am repeating once again, okay, why we are going to use the Aneka clouds means, okay, like initially we have to like develop or as well as the like what is that execute like some of the programs or applications, okay, that purpose we are going to use the Aneka clouds. Okay, this Aneka cloud, okay, it is like what is that, it should be a like multi-platform multi-platform environment. Okay, it is going to execute the n number of applications at a time, so that okay, so that we are we are going to call it as this Aneka applications. Okay, we are call it as the distributed applications in the cloud. Then like this Aneka, okay, they are going to usually, okay, works on the three platforms, that is software has a platform, then what is that infrastructure has a platform, then platform as a services. Okay, these all are the three platforms, okay, which we are going to use in the Aneka cloud. Okay, the software has a platform, okay, here like totally, okay, it is going to manages only the software applications. Okay, the software applications, okay, it may be what is that the Manjaras applications, okay, then like normal programming applications, then scheduling as well as the threading. Okay, these all are the different applications, okay, which we are going to use in the software applications. Okay, this once the like software applications, okay, which is going to what is that, which is going to manages in the infrastructure. Okay, the infrastructure, okay, here we are going to use for the many number of clouds. Okay, the clouds where it should be a data centers or it may be a grid. Okay, means like infrastructure, okay, it is totally about the cloud. Okay, it is also like store the data as well as the applications, okay, with the help of repositories. Then the platform has a independent, okay, the platform has a independent, okay, which is nothing but, okay, it is one of the platform as a services. So here whatever the applications, okay, which we are going to developing, okay, as well as the executed, okay, everything it is going to happens in the platform as a independent applications, sorry, platform as a service. Okay, here like all the programs or all the applications or all the distributed applications or single task, okay, everything we are going to execute it in the platform platform environment. So this is about the Aneka clouds, and along with that, okay, this Aneka clouds, okay, they are going to use for the different what is the types of clouds. Okay, that will be the private, public as well as the hybrid clouds. Okay, this is also supports for directly as well as the indirectly in the Aneka clouds. Then I'll move on to the like next topic is Aneka cloud infrastructure overview. Okay, here you look at this diagram. Say here this is the cloud. Okay, the cloud, okay, it is going to like basically it is going to interact or like interconnect between the many resources. The resources which is nothing but Aneka container, okay, management consoles, then what is that node managers. Okay, these all are the way what is that multiple resources, okay, which is going to connected already in the Aneka cloud. Okay, then here see the Aneka cloud, okay, basically it is going to what is that the cloud, okay, deployment, okay, which is going to constituted by the repositories. Okay, the repositories, okay, they are going to provide the storage for the all the required Aneka applications. Okay, that everything they are going to store in the repositories. Okay, the what is that, the repositories which is nothing but the cloud deployment. Okay, they are going to consider what is that constituted by this repositories. Okay, which is going to store all the applications, okay, as well as the like all the like type of programs, okay, they are going to stored inside this repositories. Okay, see here this repositories, okay, they are going to containing the many number of Aneka libraries. Okay, the Aneka libraries, okay, that can be managed by the node manager. See this node manager, okay, they are going to manages the Aneka libraries. Okay, and that Aneka libraries, okay, how they are going to manage is the node. Okay, directly they cannot send the particular request to the cloud. Okay, they are going to use the many number of the file transfer file transferring techniques. Okay, that should be a HTTP as well as the FTP. Okay, by using the hypertext hypertext, okay, transport protocol, or it may be a file transfer protocol. Okay, based on these two protocol, okay, they are using. So like based on these two, okay, they are going to sending the request inside the cloud. Okay, see this is what the Aneka repositories, okay, they are going to they are going to communications between the cloud as well as the client. See once the request, okay, they are going to accept, okay, in the cloud, okay, Aneka cloud, okay, they are going to distribute all the request or whatever they are going to receive from the Aneka repositories. Okay, that can be updated, or that can be send back that particular output to the all the resources, okay, which is already connected to the Aneka cloud. So this is about the Aneka cloud infrastructure. And this Aneka cloud, okay, they are also using for the Aneka Domino. See this Domino, okay, consisting by the all the remote management, okay, remote management applications. Okay, this remote management applications, they are going to use for they are going to control the different container instances. Okay, this container instances, okay, they are going to collecting the all the result of that particular instances. Okay, that everything they are going to stored in the Aneka cloud. So this is about the Aneka cloud infrastructures. Then I will move on to the logical organizations of the Aneka cloud. See here the logical organization of the Aneka cloud, okay, which is nothing but here we are going to use for the master node as well as the worker node and storage node. Okay, the master node as well as the storage node and worker node, okay, this is the main nodes, okay, which is going to handle this logical organizations, okay, in the Aneka cloud. Okay, the logical organizations, which is nothing but, okay, they are going to containing the many number of tasks inside the cloud. See what are the tasks, okay, which is going to handle these nodes. So the master node, okay, it is one of the centralized node, okay, which is already interconnected to the storage nodes as well as the worker node. Okay, see based on the master node input, okay, based on the master node input, okay, they are going to act as the remaining nodes, that is storage node as well as the worker node. Here the master node, okay, they are going to they are going to functioning the, okay, different functions, or it should be parameters, that is for scheduling, accounting, reporting as well as the reservations. Okay, this is for the this is for the compulsory, okay, task, okay, which is going to executed in the master node. Okay, the scheduling, which is nothing but, okay, at what time, okay, we have to means it is tells about the, okay, that program timings or the applications timings, that what time, okay, the application that has to be executed in the cloud. And then they are going to, once the program as well as the applications, okay, they are going to release the output, okay, that they are going to reporting to the repositories, okay, as well as the libraries. Okay, see these all are the different mechanisms or different functions, okay, they are going to taken care by the master node. Then as such that, okay, in the worker node as well as the storage node, okay, they are also storing the whatever the output, okay, we are going to getting from the master node, okay, everything they are going to storing in the storage nodes. But the worker node, okay, they are going to functioning, or they are going to executing, okay, all the operations, and they are going to making the memory allocations, okay, inside the cloud. So this is what the worker node. Okay, if anything will be happens, or something will be they are going to communicate between the master node as well as the storage node. Okay, in between any failure is occur, okay, they can able to recover that particular function or particular parameters, okay, by using the storage node. Means okay, if anything